Well. It's officially the toilet bowl at this point. I mean, we got two teams that haven't even cracked 5 wins, more than 5 wins together. I mean, this offense is bad, defense is bad. Both teams hurt, season-ending injuries. Somebody finna get fired this offseason on both sides. At this point, I just want to know, what are we gonna do this week? Because that's the only thing I'm worried about at this point. But anywho, man, let's just get straight to it.
What's up, this man? Check out Off the Bench anytime you get a chance.
Hey, Off the Bench is 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb here, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. Jesus Christ, the glare is a motherfucker. I'm sorry. We had to start this thing over with again. Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? It's your boy Big Herb. Welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. So please, before we go any further, hit that like, make sure to leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought more royalty on this week. So without further ado, let's let's get straight to it. So for starters, he has over 21.2 thousand subscribers on YouTube. He's a quarter of the Commander Kings, king of the short videos that turn into 20 minutes. The only Commander fan that I know that could have that could be on the top of Brian Robinson's shit list. I mean, he has a chair on him too at all times. He goes by a few names: Chair Shot Ed, 4K Ed, Ed Two Flats. Give it up for the homie Ed Oliver. What's going on, big dog? How you doing, man?
What's good? What's good? Good morning, man. I'm good, man. Just ready for the season to be over and move on to the off season.
Man, who you telling? Like we just said in the backstage, man. It's I've been through all the BS. I've been through all the behind the scenes bullshit. At this point, I want the season to be over with because I've seen the same episode over and over and over, and it's just time for us to just see something different.
Mm-hmm.
Last year just felt like 20 years ago, and it was just like we just seen it like we was fighting 60 minutes just to go to the Super Bowl. Now we back at the bottom of the barrel trying to get 5 wins. And but without further ado, man, let's get into some of these Commander news that's going on real quick. So apparently it's been put out that JD5 is not going to be starting against the Giants. DQ is going to sit him down for this week. But do you feel he should be sat down for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so my stance, man, I would have him sit down. I would have him sit down. And it's good that because I know last time there was some technical difficulties, so it sounds like everything's good on my end this time. So that's good. But no, I'm team sit him down, and I may be a little biased because I'm an NBA guy, and I'm not even looking at it from like a low management spot. But the season's over, man. We are 3-10. We're eliminated, and I know the main argument is that he needs reps, but he had a lot of reps last year. He played in 20 games. Like, you always need more reps. Don't get me wrong, but he played 20 games last year. He went to the NFC Championship. He was a couple quarters away, or a couple turnovers away from that weren't even his turnovers. Yeah, from making it to a Super Bowl. So I think he's got really good experience. I mean, he played a Vic Fangio defense 3 times last year.
Exactly.
He played a Todd Bowles defense with the Buccaneers twice last year. So he got to go up against some really good defenses. He put up 30 points on a Browns defense last year with Myles Garrett. So we've seen this guy do that. We've seen him read defenses. We've seen him go through progressions. We've seen him make reads down the field. We've seen him get out of the pocket and scramble and keep his eyes down the field. So I still don't really have any question marks about whether he's the franchise guy or not. The biggest thing is health. And, we saw what happened in the Seahawks game where we were down 38-14, hurt his elbow. Then, you see what happens with Isaiah Rodgers pushing him down where he threw the interception. And I think, honestly, like if he's not fully healthy, which he's not, it doesn't look like it, you kind of open him up to more opportunities for guys that may be headhunting him and maybe looking to hit his elbow or push him like Isaiah Rodgers did and shove him to the ground and make sure he lands on that elbow. So I just think it's an executive decision. Whoever made it, whether it was Josh Harris, Adam Peters, or whoever, it's the right decision. There's a lot of people who are feeding their families off of this guy, man. And if you have this guy hurt in a game where we're out of the playoffs and we're not playing for anything, and you already saw what happened to Austin Eckler, Dietrich Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, many guys are out for it. Even though Marshall's not good, but Marshawn Lattimore torn ACL, Trey Amos out for the year. Like we have so many season-ending injuries. It's really been a body bag season. So I just don't think it's going to really risk him in a body bag season like this. Let's regroup, reset. We're going to have a fourth place schedule. We're going to play the AFC South next year. Let's get the best draft.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be it.
We're going to play against Phillip Rivers and the Colts next year, or Daniel Jones, and the Titans are on the schedule next year. We're going to get a fourth place schedule. So let's just reset. Let's get Terry. Terry's going to have a full off season this time. Mm-hmm. We didn't have that, so that threw things off. It was just a lot of things that threw stuff off. He's already had a knee injury, a hamstring injury. He's been in and out of the games. It's not good for his development for him to miss 2 games, come back, miss 3 games, come back. That's not beneficial. That's not helpful to him or the team either. To have all that,
it helps you regress as well. Just
going on right now. So there's been no consistency. Mm-hmm. So I just don't think there's really a point to really put him back in for the last 4 games of the season. Because if he does get hurt, that risk, then you're going to look at Dan Quinn crazy like against that Seahawks game again. So I just think the juice is not worth the squeeze. Mm-hmm. Let's get a full offseason. Everybody needs to be at OTAs. I don't care who you are. Everybody needs to be at every practice next year. And let's regroup. Zach Ertz is done for the year too. So it's just been that kind of year, man. I would just kind of move on and get ready for next year with the draft picks and maybe we trade back. We'll see what happens.
Likewise. I'm even just to piggyback on what you were saying earlier, as far as like people were asking like, well, Dan Quinn had posted up that he was actually good enough to go back into the game, but at some point it just didn't even look competitive. And to what you said earlier, that Seahawks game, we were out of it. We were not coming back to win, and he ended up hurting himself. Now, by the grace of God, it wasn't no structural damage, but the fact that a lot of people say he should have never played the rest of that game. And I think he made the best call for that situation. If he landed on it, I don't give a damn if he was able to go ahead and throw 3 more touchdowns past. No, they're not in a situation to where it's like, hey, you gotta look out for the future. And when I look at this, it reminds me of me and we know you a DMV sports guy because you covered the Wizards at some point. You went ahead and obviously with over 21,000 subs, you cover the Commanders pretty goddamn well. So I mean, it reminds me of the situation with the Nationals when they had Steven Strasburg, and a lot of people, and he came back from that Tommy John surgery, and a lot of people was like, "Well, we going to the playoffs. We need to go." No. I'm looking out for the future of this organization. We're going to need you down the stretch. So you playing this playoff run, you got to take them out. You have to for the better. I mean, and yes, we want to go ahead and win this year, but we're not doing anything. And I don't need you getting hurt for the rest of the season next year. And we hurt this year, so it's going to be a setback during the off season and a setback for the beginning of the season to where we're doing this shit all over again. So I personally, we have nothing to fight for at this point. Sit them down. You're not doing anything. I just feel like that Strasburg situation opened my eyes to just sports in general. You have a franchise quarterback or a franchise player that can transcend to the rest of the team. So why play him if you're not in a meaningless game? I mean, they were going for playoffs. We actually have nothing to fight for. So I always say, as far as this, when it's a situation like this, just sit them down because you weren't going to win anything. If anything, it's beneficial to you during the draft season. I mean, yeah, you want to evaluate other players, but at this point, Mariota's played good enough to where you can evaluate players on this team. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
yeah, and I think I think another thing is I think people will forget about this conversation when next year we have, like, say they draft like Carnell Tate or somebody like that. I
Hmm.
think they'll look at that and see, you see what happened with Kyle Pitts last night. If they get somebody like him, or we make some moves to make the roster better, the defense, and we get these draft picks, and everybody's not going to be thinking about these 4 games when we have a better roster next year. So,
David
um,
and Njoku too, because I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, he's
yeah.
supposed to be open free agent next year. So I mean,
Mhm.
and with the way that homeboy, the other tight end's been playing, they got another piece that Cleveland could keep. And I mean, who knows? We can go after David and Njoku or Pitts. So,
Right.
but in other news, Zach Ertz has officially tore his AC. It was said earlier in the game that he tore his ACL, and yeah. So I mean, it's official now. He's out for the season, like Ed said earlier. Um, at this point, it was a pretty good 2-year run for him with the Commanders. I look at it from the standpoint of when we first signed him. I had a lot of questions like, why the hell are we signing this guy that barely even plays or anything like that? And he turned out to be a pretty damn good tight end for us. And unfortunately, he got hurt and he's out for the season. So I wanted to ask you over the last 2 years, what's your favorite moments about Zach Ertz?
I know your exact. Oh man, I'm a big know your exact guy, man. And I don't know if you have watched the Hard Knocks episodes, the last 2,
Oh,
but
we getting into that, yeah, because we definitely get into that. But yeah.
yeah, so I like how they featured him in that. I know we'll talk
Mm,
about that later, but yeah, no, I respect Zach, man. I was at an overtime win against the Atlanta Falcons. He caught that game-winning touchdown pass, man. That was
mm,
clutch. And him and Jaden have had a great relationship or great chemistry, not this year, but last year for the most part. And he's had a good year so far this year. Like the Broncos game, he had 10 catches for 106 yards. He had 2 drops, but still 10 catches and 100 yards is a really good game. So,
mm,
of course, there's been some tough where the Steelers game he didn't get across the line, and that's not 100% his fault. You could argue that was a first down last year against the Steelers, but that's just kind of what he is. Like he's not going to give you any yak. He's going to get the
mm,
ball. He's going to fall right down or get tackled probably half a yard after he gets the football, but he's going to catch the ball for the most part. He's reliable,
yeah.
and yeah, no, I wish him the best, man. I hope he recovers and plays again. But if not, I think he'll be a great coach in the league or a commentator or something like that. But yeah, or he'll go to be the Pritchard. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, my favorite moment is definitely that catch against the Falcons. Oh, I do like when him and Nick Sirianni, they almost got into a fight after the
Oh
Eagles.
yeah. I remember that one vividly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I gotta say, I would say that game against because that's when I officially remember you calling him No Yak Zach, and then against that Falcons game, and I mean, what do you know? He actually gets like 2 big runs at Yak games on that one. So I mean, but it's the model of consistency, and I hope the one thing, if anything, the silver lining between all of this that has me thinking like, okay, so with him being out, Ben Sinnott, it's time for you to step up, bro. But before we go any further, shout out to my man Mike Robb. It's actually my my man's. He's my son's godfather. So he said 5 and neighbors will be watching the game on TV from via NVA. So yeah, uh, why not? So, but no, that goes into we was just talking about the Hard Knocks episode. So I mean. For those who didn't see this past week's episode, I just peeped it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we got more than 8 minutes. I mean, that's good to see. That. I mean, we got a pretty good viewing. I think this was the uh, Zach Ertz tribute show. I mean, with the unfortunate events of him getting hurt and everything, we saw the preparation of what it looks like during practice with JD5 in there. It looks more energized and everything. So, I mean, what was your take on the show?
Yeah, like I said, we got a little bit more time. Like we said before, it was more dedicated to Zach Ertz. No, yeah, Zach. The tight ends coach, I think his name's David Rye. And they featured him a good amount this episode too, and he was making fun of Zach in the film room when they showed the old man in the commercial playing flag football, and that's exactly how Zach moves, man. That's exactly how he gets down. But like I said, I mean, he's reliable. He's gonna for the most part, he's going to catch the ball. He's going to move the chains. He's going to get you that first down. He's that security blanket. Now, the only thing I will say about Zach too that has been frustrating is some of the false starts. He's been false starting for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of those. He's had a couple drops this year too, but he still has like 500 something yards. Like he was on pace for probably like 700 yards. He had 600 yards last year. But they talked about his background and potentially, I don't know if he'll make it to the Hall of Fame or anything like that, but
I think you will. I mean,
Yeah,
you look at this. I mean, you just passed Shannon Sharp on
Right.
fifth all time.
Right.
So I mean,
Yep.
and receptions, and I mean, he's been a model of consistency everywhere he goes when he actually is healthy.
Right.
So I mean, I think I wouldn't be. He's not a first ballot. I think he's probably maybe fourth or fifth ballot. But I mean, I can see him getting in.
Oh yeah. Even with the Cardinals, like him, that's where him and Cliff got that relationship. And we know Zach loves Jaden Daniels with a passion. He said he wished he was 21 years old or 25 years old so he could keep playing with Jaden. But no, it was cool. They featured him. And then they showed Cliff and Jaden going through walkthroughs and different things like that in the bubble before the game or a couple of days before the game. So that was cool to kind of see the behind the scenes of the preparation. You saw the practice where Jaden was on point. It looked like the vibes were high. The energy was high. Jaden and Debo were laughing. They were joking around. Debo was like, yeah, the ball's coming out hot, just joking around with Jaden. So it's crazy to see that we got blown out, but it looked like, practice was good. Energy was good. Vibes were high. And then, last week on the first episode, Dan Quinn's like, oh, we were lost, but we're not lost anymore. So you could kind of see the positive energy going into the game where I thought we were going to win the game. I picked us to win against the Vikings. I picked us to win too,
yeah. And then all of a sudden, J.J. McCarthy turns into fucking Tom Brady, and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, I'm legit sitting there at just like the whole damn game. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm a Michigan fan, and Michigan already going through their shit right now. But I mean, I
don't want to shout out Shamar Moore. I'm sorry, I should not have said that. You don't shout him out.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole different story in itself. We're gonna say that for later. What's the name? Mikey. But no, it's just like, dude, man, you got a wife and kids. Why are you doing this? Like, bro, why? You know what? Fuck it. You chair shot at it. Go and throw a shot at this nigga. So I mean, he ain't on that team no more. I mean, he for the streets, man. What the hell, bro?
It's always the ones with a wife and kids. There's always a joint that they do with an assistant at work or some type of a colleague at the job. That's how it always is. It happens in the movies like that too.
And homegirl ain't free of guilt as well. So she knew he was married. You just as guilty. So both of y'all motherfuckers need to lose your job for this shit. I mean,
there was a Coldplay concert that happened earlier in the summer.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
This happens all the time, man. I'm telling you, all the time.
But no, man. He definitely turned the clock back on. He looked like JJ McCarthy from Michigan when we went undefeated that year. It's just like, man, I don't know what, and it's like we are always the get right game. And I mean, don't be surprised if Jackson Dart just goes ahead and gets right. So, with that being said, I mean, shit, let's just get into it, man. We going up against the New York Giants. Currently, they are 2-11, coming off a bye week. They're fourth in the NFC East. Both teams have a chance to go ahead and get that number one spot in the draft, and they're coming off 7 straight losses, and we're coming off 8 straight losses. So, like I said in the beginning of this episode, this is the toilet bowl. There's nothing super extravagant, or anything of that nature, any adjective you want to use towards that. This is the battle for the number one overall pick at this point. And I mean, and it's the way that we always look at as far as like how to get in the playoffs, we're looking at it, can you get the number one pick at this point? Yeah, I'm just at this point, just like, look, get as high as you can to go ahead and get get as many as many losses as you can so you can get a high draft pick so we can trade it. That's where I'm at with this. It's just at this point, I barely even watch the game, but I mean, I do it because I need to talk to you guys about it. So, what's your thoughts about this whole entire game coming up, man?
No, I'm with you basically. I mean, now the only thing is that if there is a blue chip guy as far as a draft that you really believe is going to be a difference maker from your scouting evaluation, then I would stick and pick. Because we kind of saw we saw what happened with Chris Olave a couple of years ago. We traded back. We got Jahan Dotson, we got B-Rob, we got Sam Howell, Cole Turner, and none of those guys are on the team anymore. And I think we all would have loved to have Chris Olave next to Terry McLaurin and helping Jaden out. So if you feel like there's a guy that's there, whatever pick we have, then get him. But I do get the trade back thing too, because we just need we just need bodies, man. Because like we don't have a second pick, we don't have a fourth. But the crazy thing is, I'm talking about this more than the Giants game because I just couldn't care less. That's how bad it is. But as far as the Giants game, like I hate to say this is actually like a winnable game. I don't think we're gonna win, but this is a game where Cliff has to bounce back, man. Like he dropped the ball, and I'm not gonna 100% blame him. Like you can say Brandon Coleman was open on that trick play, but at the time, like you got to read the room, bro. Like we're 3-9. Like we don't have the time to run trick plays. Like take it seriously.
You're looking like Kevin Stefanski out there, pretty much.
Basically, yeah, he's trying to sabotage Shedeur. So like, just take the game seriously. C-Rod had a 10-yard carry, 11-yard. Like C-Rod had a good drive. Jaden had a good drive. He had a nice pass to Terry. Like the whole offense was humming. So Cliff, he just can't get cute. You got to run the ball, bro. Whether it's C-Rod, whether it's Bill, I don't care. McNichols, Chase Edmonds was signed off the practice squad the other day. I don't care. Like you can run the ball against the Giants. Like their run defense is bottom. Like I had the stats I read on my other video like a couple of days ago. They're like bottom 5 rush defense. They're dead last in yards per carry allowed. The last time we played them, Bill had 80 yards rushing. That was Bill's one of his.
That was opening it.
Yeah. So I mean, like. It really should be a simple formula, man. Like you don't like, and you don't want to wake their pass rush up either because they have a good pass rush. Like Burns, I don't know if Thibodeau. I think Thibodeau might be out. Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter can't get right because he doesn't want to show up on time to practice or meetings.
I mean, just the whole. You heard about that thing a couple weeks ago that what they called him in the practice room.
No, what they say?
Oh,
like looking at him film.
Yeah, he was looking at.
I heard about that. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, no, I heard about that.
Right. So I mean, but yeah, let's get into the keys to victory. I'm just looking at it from O-line has to have a bounce back week. I mean, especially after that.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think some of that's on Cliff too. Like, sometimes you gotta max protect. Like, if Brian Flores, or I don't even know who the DC is for the Giants anymore because I know it was Wink Martindale for a little bit. I don't know who it is now, but
Wink's over in Michigan right now. So
he's in Michigan. So I don't even know who the DC is because I know Kafka's the head coach because they fired Daboll. But if you got to put an extra lineman out there, man, to protect or chip or whatever, like I didn't see the adjustments to Brian Flores's scheme because he likes to mix it up. I think this defense they're not as good as the Viking scheme. But whatever protection you got to do to help you guys out, man, like you got to do that, Cliff. Like, so I think some of that was on Cliff, honestly.
Put an extra lineman into block instead of running routes. That's a good option right there. And just like you said, Cliff needs to get out of his own ways. Read the room. I mean, if they're blitzing, go into 12 formation. If they do a slant routes, I mean, just quick passes. You don't have to have slow building plays in order to go ahead and move the ball. If they're blitzing so much, just quick. I mean, we've seen what it's like. Also, another thing, we need to. This is a get right game for both teams, to be honest with you, because I mean, both of them are ass. Defense can't stop anything, like you said. This will be a game to where we can actually run the ball on them. They what's the name? If I'm not mistaken, what's the name? The Giants have the worst run defense in the league. Not just that with runs per play. I'm talking about just the most in the league right now. So they can't stop the run. But this is the one game to where it's just like, hey, the Giants are looking like, oh, we can actually go ahead and stop the run on these guys. No, let's read the room. Let's move the ball efficiently. I mean, if you could set up stop the run to set up the pass, and let's go ahead and do that. Another thing, let Terry cook. Terry can beat these guys. He's made a living off of this team with their corners. I mean, he's we seen what he did to Banks last year, and
Mhm.
Banks was talking that big shit, and that he's been quiet as a church mouse. And his name, and that's my Maryland guy. And
Right,
I
right.
mean, I still got smoke for him because I mean, you was talking all that big shit, and you was quiet. Like I mean, Terry put your ass to sleep, and we ain't heard from you since.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what else? Yeah, I mean, you can force turnovers on this team because I mean that's another one. I mean, I even go as far as this. This would be the type of game where Mikey Sanders still probably get burnt 2 or 3 times, but he'll get an interception on this one. So I
Mhm.
mean, I can see that. Even though Jackson Dart only has in his he's played about 7 or 8 games. He's only got 3 interceptions, but I mean he's reckless at times. So I take advantage of it. So is there anything else that you feel like we can exploit from this game?
Um, like this, it should be real simple. Like we're both saying, like don't make it more difficult than what it needs to be. Run the football. They are one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. They do have talent. Like I said, Dexter Lawrence is fine. Brian Bird, I mean, he's born. He's a really good player. Like they got some good
Mhm.
guys on the D line. But honestly, I think their D line is kind of getting similar to our D line when we had so many first round picks like Chase Young, Montez, John Allen, Deron Payne. Like now, Abdul Carter is looking like a kind of similar. Like Chase Young had a better rookie year than Abdul Carter.
Yeah,
We ran it. Chase Young kind of ran himself out of town too, but that's kind of what their D line is looking like. They're 2-11. They actually hold the first pick of the draft. I think they have the first pick of the draft.
yep,
Their DC, his name is Charlie Bullen. I never heard of him before, but
yeah.
it doesn't really matter because their defense is bad anyway. But yeah,
And they'll be fired by the end of next year, by
yeah,
the end of
yeah.
this year anyway.
We go. But no, Jackson Dart he's a talented player. He's had some good moments. He had a big game against the Eagles where they beat the Eagles. They've been way more competitive with us, whether it's been Jackson Dart. As long as they don't have Russell Wilson in the game, they're competitive. Jameis Winston's been competitive. Um, Receiver wise, Wandale Robinson is good. Slayton always hurts us. Theo Johnson's a good tight end. Daniel Bellinger's a solid tight end. Andrew Thomas is healthy. He wasn't healthy the first game. So I mean, Tyrone Tracy's pretty good. Devin Singletary's solid. Like they got a lot of solid guys. Like they don't have a
Yeah,
bunch of elite. Like because Malik is out. If Malik was there, they would have more elite talent on offense. But
yeah,
they got some talent there. They're not like they're a bad team. Don't get me wrong, but they're like a sneaky competitive talented team. And they do play hard. They don't throw the towel in like we've been getting blown out against the Lions and Chiefs and some other teams. Like they actually do play with
they
some
fight.
heart. Yeah,
Yeah,
they do fight. I'll give them. They're like I said once again, they're a bad team, but they do play competitive. I'll say that.
mm.
Um, I could see a tie. I don't think we're gonna tie though. I could see it because both teams are kind of like similar. I'm trying to think another key too.
Just to
The third
piggyback
down.
on what you said earlier, I think Wandale Robinson is the sleeper. I mean, he's got
Yeah.
what 73 catches,
Mhm.
828 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I could see him as the needle mover for this team,
Mhm.
especially with Jackson Dart at the helm. I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have Scatterboo or Malik Neighbors out there. Yeah, he'd probably have 1,000 yards right now if Malik Neighbors was playing.
Right.
Especially with this offense, the way that they was throwing it around. Um, I'd say by next year, if they get a good coach next year, they might be a sleeper team next year. Huh, my neighbor is gonna give me shit about this because he's a Giants fan and he's gonna go ahead and say, yeah, we that team. No, you're not. You got a
Right.
ways to go. Pump your brakes. If you're watching, Brooks, just pump your brakes. You're a good team. You got a solid nucleus. You ain't there yet. Is he up there talking about Super Bowl? And I'm like, dude, we both had 5 wins together.
Right. It's
So
totally
like, just
first pick of
stop
the draft. Like
it.
first pick.
Yeah. So I mean, but nah, man. The one person who I feel is going to be a key contributor, the X factor of the team. I gotta go with. I think it's probably gonna go and be Scary Terry.
Mhm.
I think as far as since he's been back, he's been productive when the ball is thrown to him. He should have had over 125 yards against the Broncos. He had we actually thrown the ball to him, he was actually productive. I think he had 3 catches, 40 yards. One of them was a 25-yard catch, and he was productive behind the when he was thrown to. So I think Scary Terry is on the road to being back to himself. Let's just hope that he don't get injured. So who's your X factor for this game?
So looking at today is actually an important day as far as injuries. I know Bobby Wagner didn't practice yesterday either. He hasn't practiced at all this week, but we kind of know how it goes with veterans. Like they won't practice or they'll rest a couple days and then they'll end up playing in the game. Drake Jackson actually practiced a little bit. John Jones, our corner, didn't practice with the rib injury, so that's looking rough because we barely have any corners as it is.
Yeah.
And Chris Rodriguez, he was limited yesterday. So just looking at the injury report real quick to kind of answer that. Thibodeau's not going to play. He didn't participate on Thursday, so I doubt he plays. Look at some of the other guys. But my X factor is C-Rod, man. Just give him, and like I said, I love Bill. Don't get me wrong. Everybody was rooting for Bill and thought he was going to be the next best thing since sliced bread. But he's still a good player. Don't get me wrong. But C-Rod,
he's a solid number 2. He's Paul. That's it. Wow. Yeah, he's a solid backup in this league. So I mean, he ain't shit, but I mean, he's a solid backup. I think that I think he's gonna be definitely he's capable of being an X factor. But
I'm gonna go with C-Rod, man. Give him the ball. He needs at least 15 carries.
Yeah,
because he had a good game against the Vikings. So just feed him.
So who are some other players that you feel is the players to watch?
So a big reason why we won the first game was because Deron Payne and Javon Kinlaw probably had the best game of their season here. They got a lot of pressure on Russell Wilson. I get it. It's a different quarterback. Justin Dart is way, way more mobile than Russell Wilson. So they're going to have to contain him. They're going to have to contain him in the pocket. We need a spy in there too. And like I just brought up Bobby Wagner, if he can't go with that knee injury, whatever's going on, that's going to force Jordan McGee to play. So can Jordan McGee be that spy on Jackson Dart? Because Jackson Dart loves to run, man. He wants to run. And he'll put himself in danger, too. Like, Jackson Dart has, 3-4 concussions this year? So he's fearless. So, I mean, you might have to put some fear in him today on Sunday. So don't be scared to hit him. I'm not saying illegally hit him, of course. But, if he's on that sideline, he's still in there. Yeah, Jordan McGee, go ahead and, tee off on him a little bit because everybody wants to tee off on Jaden. So let's tee off on somebody else quarterback this time, finally.
So I gotta ask you real quick. Seeing that you brought up that sideline hit, did you feel it was legal? Because I'm sitting there like, look, he was still on the edge and he did not try to jump out of there. So don't get mad because of his stupidity. So I mean, he definitely what they call the white boys moxie. So I mean, it's just like. Yeah, no, like that motherfucker was dumb enough to stay in bounds. No, he got lit the fuck up. Get out of bounds. Slide. It's not hard to do that. Like play smart for another down. But yeah, what was your thoughts on that hit?
No, I actually just saw. I didn't see it because I didn't watch much of that Patriots game, so I actually just saw the hit like yesterday on a highlight on NFL Network or whatever it was I was watching. But no, it was super close. And a lot of the hits that Jackson Dart has taken where he's not protecting himself. So some of that is on him, and that's, like I said, I mean, that's his style of play. I get it. He's a tough, rah-rah guy, which is cool. But, if you're trying to play hard and take those hits, you got to be ready you got to be ready for that. And that's why he has 3-4 concussions. You have Brian Daboll going into the tent, trying to get him out of there.
I never forget that shit.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't go into the
Scatterboo.
Yeah, Scatterboo. Like they're all like Scatterboo is I hate to see that injury, but they're both wired. They both. Scatterboo is a crazy guy. Like he's just wired.
That's that frat boy mentality.
Seriously, they do. They definitely do. They definitely have that mentality. So like I said, I think there's gonna be some opportunities where you can tee off on Dart. Like I'm not going Greg Williams style. Whatever, but I'm just saying there's gonna be some chances where you get tee off on him, and I think Jordan McGee, I think somebody needs to send a message this game. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I feel you. Big E, Big E 551 88 says, "Herb, what up, bro? Appreciate you letting me vent. The other day, the door has got a number on. If on the door is got its number. If we screw around and win any game, damn games, brother. He also says, Jackson Dart's trying to be Tom Cruise in football.
Yeah,
He
seriously.
definitely he's jumping off the top of the building and everything. He definitely is. By the way, when me and you balling up Rio and for some cash on. First things first, my fat ass is not playing any basketball, especially with this 7 foot over here. I'm not doing it. Look, the way that my ankles is, man, nah, hell no. I'm good. I play 2K. I'm definitely not doing. Hell, have you seen Ed in person? I'm 6'2". This motherfucker like 6'6". Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. I will play you on the sticks. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing real live work. No, it's not. Ed gives around work. I've seen the footage. Nah, I'm good. I am good. I'm too old for this shit. Call me Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon because I'm too old for this shit. It's not happening.
Hey, look, no, we can hoop anytime. We can hoop. We can play flag football, whatever, man.
We're not. We're not. I'm not doing that shit. I'm too old for that shit. Like, no, I'm older than. Hold on, Louis is the only nigga that I'm probably younger than.
Yeah,
I mean, not all of y'all niggas is no.
Hey, look, we can do horse. We can do anything.
Look here. Fuck around and pull a hamstring walking onto the court. No, it's not happening.
Look, as long as you hit all the markers, when you get injured and you're on IR, we're good.
I'm
I'm
good.
on the injury list with all the other Commanders players.
Man, look here. Look, I'm trying to get all this overtime I can get with this with the way this holiday season looking. So I mean, I am good.
Charles Barkley.
He's trying to get me hurt. He said, "You be a hell of a pick and roll, brother." And boys, let me hear what's your opinion on MJ versus LeBron. But man, we that's a whole different ball game right now. If we try to,
yeah, man, I'll keep it short and sweet with the MJ LeBron.
Go ahead.
Guy. I'm a Kobe fan. So I always have MJ, and then I'm biased towards Kobe, so I have Kobe ahead of LeBron because I just like the play style. And then LeBron's third. Larry's up there too. Magic's up there too, man. There's some really good, of course, players all over, man. But I do have MJ above LeBron. Just the whole, championships mean a lot to me. He never lost a final series. LeBron team hopped. He played with Bosh. He played with D Wade. Then he played with Kevin Love, Kyrie, and all those guys. So to me, that just kind of I just take MJ. MJ's more clutch as well. The clutch gene, finishing games. I've just seen LeBron pass up too many shots in the clutch. I've seen him miss too many game winners. He's made a lot of game winners too. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen a lot of that. A lot of complaining, crying, trying to get out of a situation that he's created, some dust storms, and so from what I've seen, I take MJ. 6-0 in the finals, and just the clutch gene, and just I take MJ.
Okay,
and the defensive. I gotta see who has more defensive all NBA. Michael Jordan had a bunch of all-time defensive, first team all defense. He had a bunch of those. So I got MJ over Braun.
Okay, so yeah. So you done started some shit. He came. All right, so I'm gonna say this. This is the one thing I will say about this LeBron debate, and I will end it with this. And it's not like I'm saying this mic drop and walk off the stage. We have to stop sitting there acting like 10 championship appearances in 10 years ain't valid. Mike can't even do it. Mike ain't do it. I mean, he went to 10 straight finals appearances. Now, granted, yes, I will go ahead and say they are definitely the East was not the same as it was, but I'm saying, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you want to go ahead and look at a hell of a good debate on Michael and LeBron, if you get a chance, go and look up Cancel Court. They had two guys, Tony Baker and damn it, I'm forgetting his name. It's another comedian on there. He's funny as hell, by the way. That's that one of the best debate breakdowns that I've ever seen as far as the Kobe and LeBron. I'm sorry, Michael and MJ and LeBron type joint. He also says, thank you. No one fears LeBron like they did MJ and Kobe. Uh, now we're seeing it with Mahomes. No one is fearing Mahomes like they do that like anyone else, bro. Um, yeah, I mean, my thing is this: 10 straight appearances. You can't just overlook that. I mean, for a whole entire, if you go ahead and take LeBron, or LeBron went to the finals with, he could have went to the finals with me that first year in Cleveland. I'm just gonna be keeping it real. I mean, that run against the Pistons, getting there was actually amazing. We're talking about basketball on a Commander show. Wow, wow. This yeah. But it's a damn good talking points. But I mean, yeah, it's that. I definitely will go ahead. Obviously, LeBron has the longevity more than he does. But at the same time, I mean, we can't just underlook it. Uh, I can't go wrong with either. To be told, hell, I'll go ahead and say this. I just had this debate with somebody else the other day. I'll put fucking Kareem ahead of both of them motherfuckers. Kareem. Kareem was the greatest high school, greatest college, and arguably the greatest basketball. What's his name? Pro ever. Nobody could stop that sky hook. He's been more championships than Mike. He has more just as many defensive player of the years as Mike. He has just as many. He has way more points than Mike. And I mean, let's keep it a buck. Nobody even came close 40 years before he actually came over there and got somebody to touch his points. I mean, come on. We have to go. We always talk. It started off with the Holy Trinity, Michael Magic Bird. Then we going ahead and go and now we're saying Michael, LeBron, Kobe. Kobe's probably not even the best Laker. And that's a lot. So you're gonna put Kobe over Magic? You're gonna put Kobe over Shaq? You're gonna put Kobe over what's his name? Kareem?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a legit question, and nobody's wrong for it. Nobody is wrong.
Shadow Limerick. Dang, I thought you guys were going to talk.
We were, but you know, it's Big E's fault. It's Big E's fault. This is what this gonna be hot takes with Herb and Ed. So I mean, we talking about it.
You look shattered. I mean, if you got a question or you got something to comment, go ahead, man. I mean, look, I think it's gonna be a fun game. I think it's gonna be a fun game against the Giants. It's gonna be an interesting game. I think it can be a high scoring game.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a very close game. I think I can see overtime again, just like the Dolphins game, just like the Broncos game. I can see overtime again. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I think Cliff is gonna actually make the adjustments to run the football. I do think we're gonna see a bunch of Mariota runs and scrambles and design RPOs and stuff like that, because of course he wasn't going to do that with Jaden. So obviously a player to watch is Mariota, because Mariota's had a pretty good year. I think he's one of the better backups in the NFL for sure. And other guys to watch, I guess on our side, other than C-Rod, you brought up Terry. That's a good one. I think our O-line is going to be fine.
I say this, Josh Connolly. He's got, because he looks way better. He looks way better than he did starting off the year. You had that first gauntlet of games. You had Burns, then you went to Parsons, then you went to Crosby.
Right.
You had that hump that, if anything, that gave him the drive to go ahead and be better later on in the season. Now you went up against arguably one of the top threes defensive pass rushers in the league. Now you're going back up against him. What can you do the second go round? I like his chances. I think that he's going to be a key contributor in this game. Running on his side. Let's see what he can do.
Right. Yeah. I do. I want to see how he does against Brian Burns again. Brian Burns has had a good year. I think he has double-digit sacks, if I'm not mistaken, or very close to it. But yeah, and I want to see, I guess, on the defensive side of the ball. I already said Kinlaw, Deron Payne. I do want to see, excuse me, Jacob Martin again. He's had a pretty good showing for the past couple games. He had a couple sacks.
Mm.
And Jordan McGee. If Bobby Wagner is ruled out, I
Yep.
want to see a lot of Jordan McGee. And then the tight ends. Like I'm pretty down on Ben Sinnott.
Mhm.
I actually do like Colson Yankov. I actually want to see a little bit more of him. I want to see a tight end screen with Yankov. I think Yankov is a little bit more athletic than Ben Sinnott. And like I get it,
Mhm.
every time when I talk bad about Ben Sinnott, everybody's like, oh, he doesn't get a chance, he doesn't get a chance. This is your chance. Like there's no excuse for him not to get targets. And this is Cliff too. Like, there's no excuse for him not to get a play ran up for him. Like Zach gets a bunch of plays ran up for him. So there's no reason why we shouldn't give Bennett at least give him 3 plays, man. It's not that hard. Give him 3 targets and see
Yeah.
what he can do with it.
I said with Rico last week, I think that motherfucker did something with Cliff or DQ. He talked about Cliff's wife or something like that. He said something about Jaden's mom or something. Because
Mhm.
there ain't no way in hell you had Colson Yankov, Ben what's his name? Bates. You had John Bates and what's his name? Zach Ertz. All of them got a catch except what he didn't even get a damn nigga here type passed over to him. I mean, it was just like, bro, like he didn't get shit. It's like, bro, what is going on? I think that's he got some dirt on him, and he just like, look, you gonna give me a pass? All right, man, here. And just like he's a great blocker,
Yeah.
but for a second round pick, I need you to be more than that. I ain't even saying that you got to be an all pro. Just be consistent. Hell, what's the kid? What's the you ain't no kid? Uh, the fullback out of the 49ers,
Kyle,
Kyle
yeah.
Juszczyk is productive at some point. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler only because they don't the position of fullback don't even exist anymore.
Right.
But yes, I would. He also said Senate got him and all around the world with Cliff's girl.
Nah.
Hey, chill, fam, chill. You got to chill.
No, look, what I will say, players to watch for me is the whole second round from last year. Mikey,
Yeah.
Johnny. I haven't seen much from Johnny. Like, we gotta see something. We gotta see a
I
pressure,
saw him.
a sack,
I saw him throw what was his name, Mahomes to the ground,
yeah.
and that's it.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
ain't seen nothing from him all year. I know he made a few tackle for losses, so I know that, but it wasn't not like any game changing situations the whole entire season. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and have like give him 3 years, because I mean the first year was a rookie year. He was coming off an injury. The second year we can basically say like, hey, maybe like his transition from rookie to second year. And then now we could actually say like, okay, you need to show me something or you're gone. Because in that fourth year, you're just pretty much just phasing out until we get somebody else in here. So you got to show me something next year.
So
Y'all hear anything about the? Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
We did.
Smart Moore, man. Whatever his name is.
Sharon Moore is he's definitely
Sharon Moore.
He's getting what he deserves. Like, yeah. You know what? I will say this. You know what? If we're gonna go ahead and talk about one Michigan person, I wouldn't even mind bringing in Wink Martindale next year as defensive coordinator. We could bring the pressure. He blitzes. I mean, we can get some form of pressure on some with some of the talent that we bring in. That's something.
I'm with you. I'm not against Wink Martindale because, like you said, he blitzes. He's gonna do something. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink. He's gonna live or die. At least have some type of identity. Like with Joe Witt, we had no identity. At least with Wink, you know what he's gonna do. Brian Flores, he's gonna live and die by his blitz, by his scheme design. Greg Williams is gonna live and die by his blitz. At least have some type of identity. And Joe Witt Jr. has no type of identity. I get it, the personnel, the injuries, we just don't have the Joes, the guys. But at least with Wink, he's going to come with it every single Sunday. There may be some games where we give up 30, but there's going to be some games where we're going to wreak havoc. We're going to put pressure on the quarterback and we're going to hit people. So That's my thing on Wink. Now, Wink, he might not be the best option for DC,
Yeah,
but he
better than what we've seen earlier. He ain't gonna have a defense giving up 40 points every week.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
So, but going back again to the players to watch, the whole second round draft from last year, Mikey, Ben Sennett, like y'all got to show me something these last 4 games, man. Like,
hell,
and I love Mikey. Like Mikey had a good rookie year. Like I'm a big Mikey fan, but yeah, he definitely regressed this year. I don't know if it's coaching, it's him not being in the right spot, whatever. But I do want to see him, bounce back this year. And then Ben Sennett, bro, like you gotta show me something, because if not, then we definitely gotta sign a tight end. You can't go in there with Bates and
oh yeah,
Benson.
no, you can't. Like I said earlier in the show, I wouldn't mind if they do go after Kyle Pitts. Shit, if David Njoku is available,
Yep.
I'm going after him. The only reason why I'm hesitant on Kyle Pitts is because we just now seen him have the biggest game of his career last night. It was 11 catches, 166 yards, and 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Where the hell was this?
Right.
I mean, we looking for Florida, Kyle Pitts, number 5 overall pick, and he was nowhere to be found the first couple years that he was here. And we finally seen what it could be. I seen one of the memes where it was just like it was that minor that was kept. If you were a fantasy football person, they kept picking him over and over and over. You finally kept picking, and then you finally reached to that first diamond. Now you got diamonds all over the place with him. Now I need to see more than just this one game against the against Tampa. And by the way, if you haven't seen what the head coach of the Buccaneers was Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles, yeah. He
went on a not safe for work rant yesterday.
Right.
He called out everybody. Everybody. This was apparently this shit, because I just been getting alerts. I haven't even seen the whole entire thing yet.
I haven't seen
They said it was just on point where we let them off the hook. They are who we thought they are. It was one of those type of rants. Like, and Todd Bowles is pretty calm.
Right.
Todd Bowles is Ed. He's soft spoken, but his thing, when he got that chair shot, man, he gonna let it go. As a matter of fact, there's a meme that I gotta show you, Ed. Whenever you get a chance. Have you ever watched wrestling growing up?
Of course, yeah. The Big Show, The Rock, and Stone Cold, and
okay,
those guys.
There's a chair shot with with The Rock. No, this was The Rock and Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock is like, oh, fuck it, bring it. Ooh, I thought he killed the motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was disturbing. It was like that's it. But he's as calm and cool and everything, and then the second that you go ahead and say something, damn, that is just like, ugh. Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's the toilet bowl this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So, and I ain't gonna hold you up too long. I mean, it's Friday. We gonna enjoy the weekend and everything.
I'm good, man. Like I said, I can talk ball all day. Like I'm kind of looking forward to the draft and everything. Like I'm looking for free agency. Like I know you'll be making content about free agency and the draft coming up.
Yeah.
All that. Personally, I don't think Cliff's going to be fired. I think Cliff's going to be. I know it's been a hot topic about everybody, but I don't think anybody's going to be fired this all season, in my opinion.
My favorite wrestler, if I'm going, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I mean, yeah, drinking beer, whooping ass, stunning people all over the place.
You want to talk about everything but football?
Yeah, he did. What is there to talk about? I mean, there's nothing. This is disappointing. We were literally 4 quarters away from the Super Bowl. Now we're sitting there talking about wrestling, basketball, and everything but football.
Kirk Cousins looked good last night. Zane Gonzalez, former kicker. Zane Gonzalez, who had OCD, flipping his hair 100 times.
Man, look here.
He did it for us in Tampa. We hit the kick. We should have kept him, honestly. I didn't think we should have cut him. Matt Gay is trash.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That shit was making me nervous with him. Like, I ain't even got no hair. So I mean, with him looking that shit back, I'm like, dude, you are making me nervous. Like, stop it. Like I understand he got OCD, and I'm not gonna sit there and shit on him for it, but whatever. I mean, that double doink definitely had me nervous. And it didn't help that he keeps doing this. And I was like, Jaden, you gotta save us, man. Like, please. We got it was definitely the way that my blood pressure was going last year. It shouldn't. I know I'm overweight. It shouldn't be that damn bad. It was that bad last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is
Cardiac Commanders, man. The Hail Mary, all the close wins.
But no, I mean, since I got you here for a second, just looking at as far as like what you said next year, I didn't even think about the schedule next year. With us playing the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a question for you: do you plan on going to any away games next year?
That's a good question. So we'll play. They actually kind of have our schedule like our opponents planned out because, of course, obviously you play the NFC East twice. You play the AFC South next year, and then you look at who else is like third or fourth in the division. So there's like a website that kind of talks about our opponents already. It's like FBS schedule or whatever. But to answer your question, Jacksonville is nice weather, obviously down south. Tennessee's not a bad city. I've never been to Tennessee before.
Is the new stadium supposed to be up next year
for Tennessee?
Yeah, or is that later on down the line?
Yeah, no, I didn't even know they were making a new stadium. The Tennessee is like kind of like they're like the most. I hate to say irrelevant because people used to say we were irrelevant because we kept losing. But Tennessee, honestly, like they're like the most irrelevant team to me. Like I never pay attention to their games ever. And I'm rooting for Cam Ward, but it's super irrelevant to me just as a franchise. And then you play the Texans next year, who's a good team. Houston would be fun to go to. I've heard a lot of people have a good old time. And there's a lot of I'll just leave it at that. But I heard a lot of people go to Houston and have a good time. And Jacksonville is a good place to go. Looking like the schedule says we may play the Cardinals next year too. And I know when we played the Cardinals, when we blew them out last year, we took over that stadium. So that would be a fun place to go as well. So there's a couple away games I'm looking at right now that
because the last 2 years I went to New Orleans last year. I had the time of my damn life.
I bet.
That was my first time going to New Orleans. Shit. Bourbon Street alone with the hand grenade was wonderful. I'm even gonna go ahead and tell this story because I never thought I would say this live on camera, but fuck it. We're all over the place today. Me and my dad, we went to Bourbon Street. Of course, they had a live band, jazz playing down the street. Amazing. They're giving out the beads and all that other stuff. It is not Mardi Gras, by the way. It's not. We're walking down the street, and this lovely young lady comes to me and him, and I never thought that this moment would ever happen. She says, "Let me get them beads off you." And I jokingly says, "Well, shit, what you gonna do for it?" And we both at the same time was like, "Yeah, here you go, there you go." Never thought that would happen. I mean, especially with my father. So I mean, but yeah, that happened. That was the sight. It was a sight for sore eyes. It definitely was. Yeah, it happened. So.
Hey, look, but I know we're not playing Vegas. I know when we play Vegas, a lot of Commanders fans, and the LA Rams game. No, not the Chargers game. Did you go to the Chargers game in LA this year?
I don't have the bankroll to go to LA. I just don't. I did go. I will say this. I went to Atlanta. I met up with Rico.
We play overseas again this year too. Next year we got another game overseas. They already said we're going to be in that. So that's another bankroll game there too. That's a bankroll.
Yeah, that's some shit I gotta do for retirement. When I retire, that's definitely like I got some money to save up, and I don't have that right this second. That's definitely a retirement trip. I definitely will say this: if they go to Houston, I'm down for Houston. I'm always gonna be down for New Orleans. I had the time of my life at Atlanta. Went to the Trap Museum. I didn't go to the Coke Museum. I got Waffle House the first time in my life. So down there, but the what's the name? If you look at the video I posted up a couple months ago, they had the College Football Hall of Fame. Awesome time
Yeah, I
down
went
there.
there
If
too.
you
Yeah.
get a chance, and here's the thing, everything is within walking distance. If you want to go see the Hawks, they are literally walking distance from where we were staying at. Is walking distance to the arena, and further, like a quarter of a mile further is the Falcon Stadium, and literally across the street is what's the name? Magic City. So I mean, everything is there. Everything is there. Just make sure you bring your bread because it was $100 entry when we went to go tried to go to Magic City. Yeah, so I'm not doing it.
Yes.
Coca-Cola Museum's there. MLK.
CNN joint.
Everything is
Yep.
there. I mean, in Atlanta,
The aquarium. Yeah.
it is the mecca. I bumped, like you seen in the video as you start off. I bumped into Santana Mall. He said it's literally Black Hollywood down there. It is amazing. It's an amazing time down there. I will always go back to Atlanta whenever they have it. New Orleans is definitely another spot. I'm down for Houston. I hope we do play him in Houston because we haven't played him in Houston in a while.
Yeah, the last time we played him was when I think Davis Mills was starting quarterback. He threw a pick to Kendall Fuller, a pick six. That was the year Heineke was the quarterback. It was like 2021, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Because we barely play him. We only play him like every 4 years. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I hate to do that game of looking at the schedule, but we play this year's schedule was hard, man. It was just keep it real. The AFC West. Next year we play the AFC South, and we're gonna have a fourth place schedule. So I mean, we're gonna be playing other teams. It's kind of like how the Bears were terrible last year. They have a soft schedule this year.
Patriots as well. Patriots as well.
You know, and it's just how years go. Sometimes teams just have rough years because of your opponents and just injuries. You know, so that's why I'm saying reset for next year because you're gonna have a soft schedule next year. So if they lose against this soft schedule next year, if they lose to like Cam Ward and the Titans, and you're losing to Phillip Rivers and the Colts and who else in the AFC South?
What's the name? You got the Jaguars. Jaguars is actually gonna be pretty. If they stay on the if Duval stays the way that they do this year. They're going to be in trouble. They're going to be a problem next year. But Houston is definitely the cream of the crop that's out there in the AFC South. You should be able. I still need to see more from what's the name? The Colts.
Daniel Jones.
I'm not going to Indy. I'm sorry. I'm not. I can't go to. Look, it ain't lit out in Indy. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
What if it's early in the year? If it gets cold, but
no. Okay, so
what if it's like one of the first three games of the year? Still
here's the thing. It's not even the warmness because I mean they play in a dome.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't shit out there in Indy except cornfields. I mean, what is in the city? I mean, hell, my boy went up to because they had a WWE pay-per-view out there. And he was like, dude, there's nothing there. It's just the Colts. Maybe the what's the name? The Pacers, and that's it. There's nothing else. Me personally, Houston is the spot. You're gonna have parties out there. And here's the thing: I've been to Jacksonville, by far the worst fucking stadium I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes, Jackson.
It's worse than
dude. Yes.
Wow, that's
because his thing. You got to look at it. You got to look at it like this. They upgraded it. They put a pool. It's Florida. It's always going to be like 60 degrees or whatever. I will say this. That stadium hosted a Super Bowl, and I'm still trying to figure out how. Because during halftime, I went to step out and go to the restroom, and I'm literally like this walking through trying to get to it was so stuffy in there. It's a reason why they haven't been, and they live in Florida. It's a reason why they don't go out there anymore. It's Jacksonville State. They're not bringing it out there. They're not. I'm telling you that it's and now, mind you, that was 10 years ago when I went. So they probably had a couple upgrades and everything, but I just don't know. And plus, Jacksonville is a truck stop area. You go there to if you're a truck driver, you go there to just pass by. There's nothing in Jacksonville, and shout out to Duval. It's nothing there. Biggie says, Herb, I went to NOLA this spring. Met up with a woman. Was supposed to hook up. Took an edible. Lost 2 days of my life, bro. That casino got my ass. Stay the least. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Was gonna happen in NOLA. Yeah, but I definitely am. I'm definitely like, Houston's probably gonna be the spot if they. I hope they have. We're playing in Houston because that's another spot that I go to. I've never been to Texas either, so I mean that's.
You never been to Texas?
Nah,
yeah, I've never been there. Yeah, I've been to a lot of people have been to Florida because it's just such a that's a vacation spot. So I've been to Florida too. But yeah, no, I've actually never been to Texas either.
Yeah, so, but even because I've been to the Eagles. I've never
gone to that. I'll never go to that. I've been to an Eagles game here. I went to the Eagles game here, 2022. We had Sam Howell, but I'm never going to Philly.
It was the game that I went to was
not even about being scary or nothing like that. Like the fans.
No, I get it. No, you're preaching to the choir. I went to the game where Sean Taylor got that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Clinton Porter's mom knock the shit out of that fan who threw a beer on her. I saw that shit I saw it. And I mean, the way that she came back around and just like, boom, I was like, oh, that happened. And we were in the 100 section. There's no way in hell that you're ever going to get me to go up into the 400 section because I've seen the footage of like shit that goes down up there. I'm never going up there. Mm-hmm. If you want to make it out alive, never go there. Mm-hmm. In the 400 section in Philly. You need to go in there with some type of Packers fans that can't even go in there and they wearing green. Like you can't. It's just know what you're getting into.
Yeah, Sean G said if you go to Philly, you gotta go deep and with your pistol tucked in the bushes somewhere. I mean, this is a place where they're known for making sandwiches. Dude,
hold on a second. I'll even go as far as this. Philly does not deserve the whole entire sports complex that they have out there. Mm. They have the Phillies, they have the Flyers and the Sixers, and they have the Eagles and a bar, all within the same vicinity. Like you could walk across the street and every single one of them touch each other. They don't deserve that shit. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's one of the best places. And that's why I hope when we get this new stadium, it's going to be like, okay, so what is this going to do for the rest of, for the whole entire area when we get RFK2? Because that right there is just like, it was amazing just to see they have every single one of those sports arenas right there. Mm-hmm. You literally could walk across the street and here you go. Boom, boom, boom. And then, by the way, there was the Comcast Xfinity Center. It's basically a big ass bar. They got multiple big ass screens and everything. I went there when because I couldn't afford the WrestleMania ticket, so I went to see WrestleMania at that bar. And I'm telling you, it's amazing out there. They don't fucking deserve it. It's like for real.
Yeah, that's what Josh Harris is probably trying to do. Some, I mean, you can't do it like that because the Wizards are in Chinatown and the Cavs are in the same arena. But looking at that neighborhood too, because I just drove past RFK like a couple of days ago, but I don't really see where you can make it a like a bar town because there's just so many old homes, people that have been living there over 30, and then the whole gentrification thing, like whatever, whoever lives there doesn't matter. But it's just a lot of homes over there. Parking is gonna be a lot of metro in my opinion. And then the concerns about tailgating are valid. You're not really gonna have a place to tailgate. I know people like that because FedEx is in a suburb. So you have more parking out in Landover, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy we're getting a dome and it's in the actual city. So that's cool. I mean, I may take the metro down there. I may, try to park or whatever somewhere near there and take an Uber or whatever. I got some family that lives in DC, of course. So we'll see how it goes getting down there. But I'm excited for the new stadium. But yeah, I mean, Philly, like Sean G said, the pistol thing,
Yeah.
yeah. The Wale went to the game. Wale got into a fight.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yo, like this is crazy. Like, I mean, dude, you should never went in there without Meek Mill, like for real. At some point. Like, dude, I mean he's definitely in there, like he's getting punched. He's like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought it was finished? Like, yo, come on, man, bro.
No,
But no, honestly, man, it's just I think that the whole entire situation with this new stadium coming around, I definitely like the fact that it's gonna have. I think it is gonna have a whole bunch of restaurants, hotels, and everything like down there. Uh, it's gonna. It reminds me of how I think how they're gonna have the setup. I wouldn't be surprised if they have it the way the National Stadium is right there. You have all those different restaurants. You have a potential to have hotels. You have the ballpen over there. You got to have one of those areas to where it's like fans who can't get into the stadium, they want to be in the midst of some shit.
right.
And I'm telling you, and if this team gets anywhere near what we was like last year, that whole entire area is going to be so fucking lit. You gotta have it somewhere. And I mean, and I ain't even saying that you got to make it an outside venue. If you make it like a little rooftop type situation, rooftop bar type situation will be awesome over there. And then on top of that,
Sean said you will be able to shop and eat. I do want to see the architecture. I mean, they have like some of the renderings or whatever they call it. I do want to see their plan as far as the surrounding area, as far as like restaurants, bars, stuff like that. Like, and I know they're gonna build like a athletic complex for like kids to play at, and like football teams, like youth football, like they're supposed to be building that. But they have like a little athletic complex already over there too. So I do want to see the layout for it though. I do want to see that.
Yeah, but I'm not fighting any. I'm too old for this shit. I'm not fighting anybody. I used to be what's the name? Usher at FedEx, or I'm sorry, what's the name? What do we call the stadium now? Northwest.
Yeah,
I used to be I used to be an usher. I had to take down. I had to stop a Philly and a Commander fan fight. I'm too old for this shit. I'm not doing it.
It's Suge Knight, man. I just been watching.
No, hold on a second. About 10 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, yeah. I'm too old for this shit. I'm not built for this shit no more. I'm not. They don't pay enough for me to do that shit no more. I got bills. I can't skip no days off. It's just like, and don't get me wrong. I will sit there and laugh at everybody's expense for it. I mean, well, they say they need to have a billboard that says, "No Wyatts allowed." We need peace. None of that nonsense. You know what? I do another podcast called Gamble Blurs. We talk about politics. We talk about a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah, I'm a YU. I'm a young unk. I'm not a YN. I'm young. I'm a young unk. I'm young enough to where I could go ahead and chill with the YNs, but I'm too old. I'm old enough to where I'm unk, but I'm not unk yet. So I mean, I'm not Shannon Sharp unk. I'm not Snoop Dogg unk. I'm young unk. So I mean that's where I'm at right now. Reese says, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping by." Hey, look, while we got everybody in here, do me a solid and hit that like. Y'all been commenting in the damn section, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit that subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next. So Ed, man, I mean, last question. Seeing that we was talking about the draft and everything, and you were saying that possibly trade down or possibly picking best BPA, best player available. If it was up to you, what is the number one priority as far as the pick? Would you go with? Is it a pass catcher? Is it a pass rusher? Who will be your number one priority going forward in this draft?
No, it's a good question. I mean, I've thought about that, of course, already since the season's over. But there's just so many needs that we have. It's ridiculous, man. And that's just honestly a grade or an indictment on Adam Peters. I think he that draft of the Jaden draft where Jaden looks like he's the only player that is worth something so far. And they're already cut Dom Hampton. But to answer your question, man, I think they gotta go defense, man. Like I think the offense, like if they actually stay healthy, they can be a top 15 offense with Jaden Daniels, with Terry, with all the guys, whatever. But that defense is bad, man. That defense is bad. Like we have 0 pass rush. Dorrance Armstrong has an ACL, so he's not even going to be ready for the beginning of the year. He probably won't be ready until game 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I would say pass rusher, man. We can't keep getting all these 1 year Dante Fowler, now Von Miller. Like you gotta get a young stud in here that can rush the passer. Whether it's Arvell Reese, I don't know if I haven't done my college research like that. But anybody who's a difference maker on defense, honestly, that can rush the quarterback and yeah, just get to the quarterback. That's my number one priority this offseason. Last year we were going to try to trade for like Myles Garrett, but he decided to stay and take the money and be greedy. And then Trey Hendrickson, that trade never happened. So there was a couple times where I think we tried to make something happen, make something shake, but we just went with another one year deal with Von Miller, who I do like, but he's just not good enough at this age.
No, he's like one of those role players on your team. Like if we had like a legit pass rush, Vaughn getting in at third down and just rushing the passer and that's it, I think he'd be pretty good on this team. But we definitely got so many needs to address. Shiny One says the number one priority is to find a new staff and start from scratch. We have too many needs, dudes on offense and defense. Best player available. Big E also says Reese might be the one to cover multiple needs with one pick. Love Downs too. I don't know how good Bain is on edge. From what I'm hearing, Bain is pretty damn good. He just got his arms aren't long enough for the engagement part. That's the only knock that I've heard on him. But I mean, we've seen plenty of guys who don't fit the fit as far as like London Fletcher. He's what, 5? I'm taller than London Fletcher. I look down on London Fletcher as far as height wise, and he is one of the greatest linebackers ever. So I mean, if you could ball, that's all I care about. I don't give a damn about your 40. I don't give a damn about your how much you could bench. Can you cover a tight end if you're a linebacker? Because we have been shit for the past the turn of the century covering tight ends. I mean, our top tight end who just went down has been kicking our ass for years. I mean, yeah. Me personally, if I have to go that way, I'm picking best player available. But ultimately, I want to get as high as a draft pick that we can get and trade it. If we could fuck around and get the number one pick, and that's just like that's a shot in the dark. Whoever wants the first pick overall, hit me up. We're making trades. And if you're in the NFC East, you're getting taxed in the worst way. So yeah, I need Eagles. If you're gonna call, I need Jordan Davis. I need what's the name? About 6 of your picks for next year alone. So yeah, that's the type of and everybody else. I at least need a second, a fourth, and a first round pick next year. That's the start. That we there's no conversation if you're not giving up those 3 off the rip.
Right. Yeah, another first too, possibly another first. Really, if we get that first pick, you got to give us a king's ransom. You got to give us because we don't have a second and a fourth this year, so we need that. We need to recruit all that. Give me all that. Give me a first. Give me a second and a fourth for the first pick. I don't know who. I mean, I think the guy from Indiana is the best quarterback in the draft. So whoever is a quarterback needy team this year, or whatever you want, you can have it. But like I said, it depends on. If you really fall in love with a player, like from a scouting aspect, then if you feel like he's going to be that difference maker, then take him. But if you really feel like we just need a bunch of guys, and we just like, I do think we just need bodies. We don't have enough bodies on defense as far as talent wise. There's really not a lot of guys you can pick like, hey man, we want this guy back next year. On this team, on the defensive side of the ball, you just don't have it. It's Trey Amos.
And that's it.
Even, yeah, that's really
I
it.
mean,
Because even
and even just to piggyback on what you're saying, I mean, because Lattimore's going to be gone. His contract
yeah,
is up.
right.
What's the name? You have what's the name?
Ron Jones on a 1 year deal. Noah
Yeah,
Eyes on a 1 year deal.
and I mean, you probably gonna resign Noah I, but I'm just looking as far as Sanders still.
Mhm.
He is at this point, and unless he shows me otherwise, he is a role player.
Yeah,
And I hate that for my Michigan guy, but I mean, he's shown you spats of where he's like, hey, I could cover, but then it's like he feels it's like he's almost out of position. I don't want to say this, but he reminds me at times he's a great value Diggs from the Cowboys. He'll
hmm
let up a lot of yards, but he will also pick that motherfucker off. So I mean, that's what he reminds me at this point right now, and I want so much for him because I am a Michigan fan, but at the same time, it's just like it is what it is. I mean, I need to see production. I need to see what else you can do. Biggie says best case, we got a number 2 pick and trade back to number 5, get a bunch of picks and get our guy Reese. Reese also, what's the name? Also says Darnell Washington is who we need. I'm gonna be honest with you before we go out because I ain't even gonna lie. I need some sleep before because I got to go to work later on tonight, and I've been working a shitload of overtime. Uh, I'm gonna say this just to head off. I will. This is me asking you right now, Ed. I want to try to go ahead and get like a roundtable type thing for the off season. Go ahead and bring some other guys in. Will you be down to join us for like
yeah,
draft time or something like
yeah,
that?
definitely for sure.
So yeah, so we definitely got to get the crew in. Trying to see if I can get the rest of the guy. Rika, I had every single one of y'all come on here, so I appreciate every single one of
Mhm.
y'all from Commander Kings coming on here, blessing us. Dude, we got to give you your flowers because I mean, dude, this is as cool as you are, man, you're very calm, cool, and collective. That motherfucking chair shot is just like impeccable when it's on time. I mean, you sitting there talking shit about Brian Robinson, and I mean, he ain't really doing shit. You called it, man. You said he really wasn't shit. And I mean, he really ain't did nothing in San Fran. So I mean, you called it, man. I mean, shit. I gotta give you credit when it's due. I mean,
I,
you
I, I do. I don't hate B Rob. Shout out to Kane, Connor Lee, and I think it was Cleveland Farrell, somebody like that.
Mm,
One of those guys. Um,
dude,
but no, I wish B Rob the best, man. I do. I
dude.
wish him the best. I do. Seriously.
But now, tell the people where they can find you, man. For
Oh
those who
yes,
don't
sir,
that
yes,
don't
sir.
know.
So I'll put my I have a backup account on Twitter that I'm
Oh
using.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Fortunately,
you
um,
go on and sue that motherfucker if you can. Get some money off of off
seriously,
that dude.
man. For whatever reason, they've been trying to hack my account for a little bit. My account got hacked in March, and I got it back. So hopefully, I can get it back again. But I'm commenting it in the chat right now. I just commented it in the chat.
Mm.
But you know, you can find me on if you put Ed Oliver Commanders in a search on YouTube, I'll pop up. You can find me on there on Twitter, Instagram. I'll comment that in the chat right now too. Is Eddie Del Negro, so you can follow me on Instagram on there as well.
Yeah. So also yeah, put it on here. Dude, look here. I'll even go as far as this, man. Tell them about your sponsorship, man. Is free to go ahead and tell them about all your sponsors that you got on there, man. Because I see
Oh
you making that bread over there, man. We're trying to help you out as much as we can.
yeah. Yeah. So I have Sleeper, of course. That is a daily #1 fantasy sports app, which is Sleeper. So I thank you for allowing me to promote on your channel. That's awesome, man. I know some sponsors are definitely coming your way very, very, very soon. So there's a promo code and all that stuff. There's Brunt, which is a boot company. And then there's Factor, which is also a meals. It's a pre-made meals or a meal plan, and you pick the meal plan that you want. They deliver it right to your door, right on time when you need it, man. It's healthy meals, very nutritious meals for you. So Factor, I'm gonna comment that as well in the chat, so you guys can take advantage because I want you guys to win. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody get discounts, all that good stuff, promo codes. So I want to see everybody win. So that's what I got going on right now.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. And you please come back anytime. It's always fun having all you guys on here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Big Herb. Like we always say, help us grow so we can do more. Be sure to hit that like, hit that like. Even if you're watching this joint late, leave a comment in the comment section. Hell, tell me that our team sucks. Tell me that our team is great. Tell me anything. Say fuck Herb. Ed is the guy. I mean, say whatever you want. Leave a comment. And like I said, help us grow so we can do more. What's the name? Also subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. We in here almost an hour and a half. Ed, I salute you, brother. Thank you for coming in once again. And as always, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.